Hey everybody! I'm glad you guys are sticking around and watching these every week. This is the last pool that the lower bracket will see, and because of that, we decided to add one more Nomod map into the pool, bringing the total pool size to 21 maps. This is a super important pool for a ton of players, therefore we took a lot of time creating this one. Let's spend some more time looking at these maps.
You should get it by now. It's a Nomod 1. Listen to the anime song, and look at the anime booba. Now roll the replay.
If you've been paying attention to who's been hosting this tournament, you would know this map had to come at some point. This remix of Bon Appetit S might be the most well-known stream map of all time. Not only does it test stamina in ungodly amounts, it also has a plethora of flow aim and a sprinkle of finger control to keep you guys on your toes.
Our Nomod 3 is an amazing map on an equally amazing song. For those who follow the featured artist announcements, this map should be familiar as it was just recently announced. And while this is not the top diff that was mapped for the OWC hidden pool, this is an equally if not more challenging diff by Toybot. Less about the sliders, more about the aim control on the cut strings. This map is just extremely fun to play and terribly difficult to build combo on, as the opportunities to break exist nearly everywhere in this map.
Hey, it's Pseudo Mayonnaise time! Prepare yourself for a whopping 4 minutes of Nathan Snap Alt with a fair amount of 1/6 patterns at 136 BPM. You get a few flow aim alt patterns, but if you don't have the raw mechanics for this, you're not going to have a good time with this map, which is quite different from Sarir last week.
Our Nomod 5 for this week is a great song by DJ Genki vs Greg, which I am not even going to try pronouncing the title of. Coming in at 222 BPM, this speed map is basically what you expect it to be. Some short bursts, some extended, but for the majority the aiming will be pretty straightforward, as the bursts tend to be dense. For those who are able to burst the BPM, this map should be pretty straightforward and more about your aiming capabilities. Additionally, watch out for those stacked 5-note bursts that might be misread, and you should be set for this map. Our Nomod 6, the newest addition to the pool for this week, is 1,000 Miles, a classic banger. But for those who are not geared towards the reading dimension, or had trouble on Hidden 3 Wave Tapper, Oh man, is this a nasty surprise. Every time that piano gets a solo, you'll soon fear what turns out to be the geometric stacking patterns that this map just constantly repeats in various shapes, and that piano just does not stop. Things calm down towards the end in terms of harder patterns, but the damage will probably be done by then, but at least you got to listen to a great song.
I need you, and I miss you.
Mirage mapping in HD1? What else do we have to say? We understand that this map might be on the easier side of this pool, so brace yourself for what the slot will bring in Grand Finals.
It's been a while since Payne has blessed us with a banger, and he sure did deliver on this fast-paced reading pick this week. While this map is very short, it does not squander even a second of playtime, with hard to aim, dense patterns littering your screen the whole map. Let us all enjoy this map, and thank Payne for all the maps he's made for us this tournament.
The last slot of the hidden pool takes the already high BPM of our last pick and cranks it up into overdrive. This map features some very snappy patterns nesting into its 2013 mapping style. The real kicker of this map is that its AR9 with hidden creates an environment in which reading everything has become very challenging.
You thought you could escape the quote-unquote sleeper Hard Rock 1 picks, but boy are you about to experience a rude awakening. This map features many long and strenuous jump sections nested between streamier sections, which causes the players to never have a chance to get comfortable in a specific setting. If you're still in the club that says these maps are too sleeper even in finals, maybe you should consider ranking up. That might fix your problem. The best way to describe this precision Hard Rock pick is to say that the spacing makes this map more spacious than it actually is. For its entire runtime, there are sweeping sliders and bursts that take your cursor all across the screen. I hope it enjoys it.
If you were to only play the first minute of this map, you might write it off as a boring stream tech map, but everything after this first ki is truly wacky in every sense of the world. Repeat patterns that perfectly overlap over each other and obtuse rhythm changes are only a few features that will greet you over the course of this very fun map.
We saw this map slot banned a lot last week, and because of that, we simplified the slot down to hopefully entice teams to pick it in match. Zetsubo Restaurant's main focus is on constant 225 BPM jumps at AR 10.3, which between those two statements alone pushes out a decent margin of players. Pooled straight from the Speed Cup pooler himself, this map features many long bursts at a staggering 248 BPM. While this number is significantly lower than ones of the past, this map is much more focused on your stamina potential at higher BPMs. Because of that, this map is basically impossible to spam through successfully. I hope you guys have some good speed players on your teams.
Anyone who has anyone worth a darn should know this map set. This truly iconic set by KTG Sir will grace the finger control slot of the DT pool with its 1/3, 1/4, and 1/6 patterns at a nasty 203 BPM. It is incredibly easy to finger lock on any pattern in this map, so make sure to have liquid hands going into this map.
Has anyone else been craving old Ztra alt maps? Nobody? Anyways, DT4 this week contains the alt style you saw last week, but has stepped down the BPM in order to sprinkle in a few triples here and there. Furthermore, this map is a lot older than the previous one, which not only helps with the alt flow style, but also injects some cursor control into the already lightning fast slot. With the tournament advancing into one of its last stages, we wanted to allow the truly cracked mod specialists on each team to show us what they've got, and they definitely have that chance on Elpis. Though this map is not fast by any standards, it makes up for it by having some pretty spaced stream sections that are hard to play on both Hard Rock and Hidden. There are even some 1/3 sections sprinkled into this stream fest that will test the mastery of each player on their respective mod combinations.
To introduce this hellish anti-mod map into the 5-digit scene, housing a ton of awkward flow motions and short, spaced patterns makes this map a doozy to play with both viable mods. It's time for you guys to choose your poison. Would you rather have to play these nasty patterns with CS 6.5 or with the reading challenge that is known as Hidden?
No, this is not mapped by Mirage, but I would understand if you thought so. This Tiebreaker 1 map is not just a crazy long aim check, but it also houses some finger control like 1/3 burst and buzz sliders that you ought to make sure you are familiar with before you are forced to play this with the match on the line.
Some would say that this map has more aim than the previous Tiebreaker, and while we couldn't disagree, the aim is just concentrated in different areas. This Demi-Tori map focuses on very traditional aim, with a ton of flow aim within its Stream Your Key Eyes. It's easy to shake off of a note in this CS 4.4 setting, so channel your inner shake man and focus even through the shakes.
Mr. Invisible here. You want a challenge? Well, I'm the map for you. I feature a ton of alt-tech patterns with a lot of finger and cursor control. You can't have one without the other on this map, so make sure those hands are in sync and your nerves hidden when you play this map.